we can rest. This inn can serve as the hub of our journeys. Mind the guards on watch, Master. They will not suffer any untoward behavior either.
So, I'm sure you'll find out. I'm sure you'll find anything.
Yes, well, you'll find... You'll find... Thank you.
The scrivener at the Black Cat here can duplicate objects in your possession. This shop will see to your hair, should you be of a mind to have it styled.
Talk is, you'll be needing a... What will it be today? done?
This shop will see to your hair. Should you
Even
be
my
admired
kind
for our
enjoy a new
style.
My
coiffure
thanks
from
for your
time to time.
patience.
Ah, good Arisen. Word of your victory over the Goblin Horde precedes you, sir. With the fort back in our hands, the south of Grancis is shielded once more. You've quelled yet another of His Grace's worries. May your success continue, sir.
I've learned what to do with this quest.
It was a worthy experience, and you'll have more of the Duke's trust for it.
It will be my honor. The choice is yours. Of course. Most like you have preparations to make ere you take up your duty. Give the word when you are... It will be my honor. The choice... This is a high honor, Arisen. See, you do not take it lightly. Here are the details. Wondrous tidings, Arisen. The Duke is to grant you an audience. His Grace wishes to commend you for your valor and your service to the land. Know, however, that any errand you have taken on will be left to another to complete. You will also be asked to return your writ of permission to join the hunt. If you have aught left undone, pray tend to it afore you come to see the Duke, sir. I must be clear. Your audience with His Grace will put an end to any current tasks, and you will be asked to return your license to the Worm Hunt. Knowing that, are you prepared to see His Grace now? I see. Then go. It will be my honor. The choice... This is a high, wondrous tide. No, you will... If you have... I must be clear. Knowing that, you are quite certain. No tasks left incomplete? No need for the license to the hunt? Understood. Then pray, enter the castle, sir. A guide awaits within to see you to His Grace. 'Tis plain that Salvation's only aim is to sow chaos among the people. It's no noble cause what drives them. No code guides their actions. They are not even beholden to greed or base desires. Truly, I can think of no more dangerous sort. I have heard tale of your feats at the encampment, sir. You fought with the valor of 100 men. Legends of the Arisen's power ring true, it seems. Tell me, sir, what think you of this spate of monster attacks? At risk of sounding mad, or else just cruel, I must say I cannot help but feel mankind must bear some part in it. Such calamity as we are stricken with now seems a message from the Maker, a warning, if you will. Perhaps the Arisen exists as mankind's answer to that warning, a force to right imbalance, to correct ill. But forgive me, I speak of strange notions far beyond my ken. Carelessness kills quick as steel on the field of war. Pray take care, sir. Carelessness
Duke Edmund is a famed hero who drove away a dragon of his own. This audience is proof of his cooperation. The Duke has finally taken notice of your feats, Master.
The Duke has finally taken notice of your feats, Master.
With the dragon come, there's not a man in the city cares about the state of his garden. For all their beauty, flowers are poor defense against the beast I'll grant. Oh, these days a man's coin goes all to steel and provisions. For all their beauty...
Tonight the fisher knight leaves the humble shores of home for the heady depths of Cart. Pray, let this token from humble Festi garner favor with the leviathans within. Oh, tut, no time for thanks, friend. The Duke awaits. Sail on, dear knight, sail on.
Look at the brave knight.
Word of your feats has reached us here, sir. You've the worm's own strength to cleft the Hydra's pate in one blow. No doubt you'll prove more than equal to the dragon. I await tell of your next victory. Word of your feats is no doubt.
I am called Mirabelle, sir. Lady-in-waiting to my mistress, Eleanor. Newly come to this place as His Grace's bride. A duchess now she is. 'Tis a pleasure to make your acquaintance, Arisen. My mistress, the Duchess and I are come from Melois, north in Aldring. Come all this way to a foreign land to wed. Mistress Eleanor, that is, not I. I never did marry. But yes, freshly come as a bride and the dragon attacks. 'Tis ill fortune, is it not? The Duchess ne'er was blessed with good fortune, even as a child. I say, milady needs learn speak her mind more frankly. If I may be so bold as to say. Always too gentle, that one. Too eager to please. And she's e'er been left holding the short straw for it. Even the business of this present marriage. We, Duke Edmund is the hero, slayed the dragon in his day. But his day is long past, if you'll forgive me saying. And he hardly has a face to swoon for. Oh, but my tongue runs loose. You've a commoner's mane, Arisen, that I fear has got me to gossiping like an old hen. Silence is golden, so the saying goes. I should still my mouth a while. You've a commoner... Silence.
I cannot fathom His Grace's waste of coin on such festivity, while our defences stand bare. Just the same, I'll not refuse his wine. I cannot fathom...
Longevity can seem a curse when it means living to see such times. Another dragon once was enough. Another...
I'll grant such gaiety may unite the men and stoke them to greater valor, but do we truly have the time to lend such pursuits with a dragon upon us? I'll grant such gaiety, but do we truly have the...
If Duke Edmund judges morale that important, I'll attempt to enjoy myself. If Duke Edmund...
I fear your crown outshines my own. By my command, every road in Francis shall be open to you henceforth as a member of the Worm Hunt. May your efforts help deliver us from the shadow of the dragon. As long as that damnable beast draws breath, I'll fain accept any help on offer. All right.
Arisen. Hail, sir. It seems you truly stand apart from the rest of us. Some sneered when I presented the Hydra's head. Said it was your feat alone that won it. In truth, I cannot deny it. I had no hand in it. It is plain fact. But what of the enlistment corps then? What meaning does our fealty hold? I have no answer to give my men. To give myself. I leave me. I fear I will be well drunk by eve's end. I leave me.
So this is the Arisen. I see no difference in your mane than any other knight. What is it you possess that sets you so apart? A hidden strength? Good fortune? So this is the... What is it?
The Duke has seemed different of late. The Duke has seemed...
Danger stalks the capital even now. Are the rest of you truly blind to that simple truth? Danger stalks it.
All through my reign, I foresaw the coming of this danger. And so I gathered men into armies, stones into strongholds. I readied for war, and then you were risen. You came to us, and the dragon with you. Pray, think on the meaning of that, and of your duty. Carry on in your endeavors for the duchy, Arisen. As long as you've the will to fight, I shall see you are granted the opportunity. If it is work you want, seek Aldous. I'll send word if I have need of you. Be on your way. Do you think me an idle man? Do you think me...
I've heard talk. You're the Arisen, eh? It's quite an honor to be employed by the Duke himself. They're putting steel in the hand of every able-bodied man in the duchy. And don't you see? Even so, it may prove too little. Considering the foe, no force is too large. I do not ken what magic you Arisen work to control the pawns, nor do I care just the same. You're a useful lot when there's need for able hands. Well, keep it up. Well, keep it up.
Let us speak another time.
The sovereign of this land ill comprehends the urgency of the danger it faces. This eve's empty pomp is ample proof. All gaiety, without a hint of real concern. I'll allow, 'tis well understandable. A people numbed by 2 generations of peace cannot be expected to know true resolve. 'Tis a lesson taught by fire and sacrifice. Pray let his grace learn before the fire takes all. But I ought not speak in such bold terms before his grace. I've naught else to say. Pray, excuse me.
Ah, the glorious return of the inimitable, the indomitable, the unforgettable! Scratch that last one. Who were you again? I jest, Fisher Knight, for I am a jester. I dare say every man in Grand Sorin knows who you are by now. Your fame is little wonder at the fearsome rate you've solved the duchy's woes. The Arisen nods, they say, and lo, the spheres do shake. And now his grace has you in his direct employ. Your rise to glory is an inspiration, humble knight, and no man looks up to you so much as I. And now you're right.
My. Apologies, dear warrior. But to see a face austere as the castle walls adorned with this still. 'Tis more agreeable than the endlessly dour air of most of my husband's sawn swords. Valor dwells in the heart, after all. The brave ought not need their raiment to speak for their mettle, no? Hail, dear warrior of the lovely helm. I fear I am remiss in asking your name, sir. Arisen? You must forgive me. I fear I am grossly ignorant in matters of war. I had thought all who fought shared the title warrior. But again, you must excuse me. I am Eleanor, come just a few days past as a bride to the Duke. I pray you will serve my lord husband faithfully, Sir Warrior. I presume the crown you bear is a mark of your station as the Arisen? I must apologize for my laughter, good sir. I assure you I meant no disrespect. You would gift me your crown, dear warrior? You are far too kind. I shall cherish it. I shall pray for your safe travels, sir. Until we meet again, dear Arisen. Until we meet again.
By decree of the Duke, you are to be allowed free passage into the castle. This right extends only to your person, and you are advised to comport yourself fittingly. A grievous breach in conduct will see you removed from the castle, or worse. You will take your orders from the Duke's Chamberlain, Aldous. Speak to him for further instruction. May the Maker see you on to further glory, sir.
How fared your audience with His Grace, Arisen? Aldous Ludric Sorn at your service, sir. I serve as a Chamberlain in the Duke's court. As you may have seen for yourself, it seems His Grace is unwell. In truth, there is worry enough to make any man's head ache. But I fear he ails of worse than worry. Perhaps I ought not speak further on the matter, for my own well-being. I am charged with assigning royal orders, tasks of great import issued by the Duke himself. Pray forgive the bother, but I ask that you come to see me here in the castle whenever circumstances allow you to take on assignment. The future of this war is murky, sir. May your efforts help to bring its end into sight.
You've made quite the name for yourself. I fear I must apologize again, sir. On the matter of the slain Hydra, there is talk on the street that it was I felled the beast. Mistake me not. I told His Grace true that it was your doing alone. It seems my name was added as a matter of political expedience. I've no love of politics. Lies by another name. And in these dark times, what's more? Who can spare the effort to keep up the dance with the dragon come? I've no love of politics. And in the...
Sir Mercedes, acting captain of the enlistment corps, has also come from abroad. Representatives from lands sworn to aid against the dragon will be gathered in the audience chamber.
How fair?
Once our preparations are complete, we ought to meet with the Chamberlain Hall.
From day to night, this area feels completely different.
You know of the witch what lives in those woods?
They say she understands worm speak, the dragon's own tongue.
That Hexer's lived there for many a year. Even as a child, I heard cradle tales of her witchery.
His Grace is keen to seek out the old crow. Even now, he gathers men for a search party.
Take care, you aren't soaked in water!
You know more of the witch? Rumors swirl of late. Most on how she speaks with the dragon. Consorts with him more like some... Others claim she summoned the worm herself. Whatever the case, we could do worse than seek her counsel if she knows aught of the beast. Speak with the soldiers to hear more of the witch. Even now they now... Others speak with...
That Hexer's lived there for...
Aye.
Most folk think of the Arisen appearing in times of war, or when there's a dragon about. Like now, I suppose. Arisen come even in times of peace, or so I hear it told. Seems once the pawns say a fellow's an Arisen, it's so. But what measure do they use to judge by, I wonder? Seems once the... But what...
I hear no end of praise for your feats of late, sir. An audience with the Duke now. You've become quite the lordling. Impressive, really. Have your pick. Any you like. Come against... A fellow would be smart to get in good with you right about now, huh? Just a jeep, friend. Just a jeep. Have your pick. Come again. A fellow would be... Just... Have your pick. What will it... Understand?
Are your travel preparations complete?
How's the day find? My thanks.
It is a port crystal. One can reach it from
port
anywhere
crystal,
with the use
Master.
of a magic item. This is a place quite restful to my kind.
Once our preparations are complete, we ought to meet with Chamberlain Orders.
How does the day find you?
Also, some weapons can be further enhanced. But imagine one would never tire of this place.
I hear no end of praise for your feats of late, sir. Audience, have your pick. Or will it be... Or will it be... Have your pick. Come again.
Oh, thank you so much.
Tis a port crystal, Master. What meaning do you suppose those stones hold?
This is a place quite restful to my kind.
Once our preparations are complete,
As you live in my place.
ought we adjust our inventory?
I hear no end of praise. Have you come again?
My thanks.
Tis a port crystal. One can reach it from anywhere. Do you suppose those stones hold? This is a place quite restful to mankind. You can summon pawns as necessity demands here at the convent. Once our preparations are complete, we ought to meet with the Chamberlain orders.
I hear no end of... Have you been? What will it be? What will it be? Have you come again?
My thanks.
The life of a salesman surely has its own trials.
They say the faith sends believers to the Grand Cathedral on the mainland, even as we speak. The church gathers accounts from any who saw the dragon, way I heard. What can I do? Take care. All well and good to study the worm, indeed. But I fear time for letters and books is a luxury we don't have. What can I do you for? Take care now. All well and good to study. But take care.
I owe you for that.
salesman surely has its own trials. Why not avail yourself of the inn to rest a while, Arisen?
How's the day finding you?
Not even the saltiest fishermen venture far from shore right there.
The roads are safer than the brush, but still, we'd best stay wary. Endeavor to be ever calm in battle. Bide your time, then strike. 'Tis safest on the roads.
Perhaps we'll find ore among the cracks that litter its place. The Duke will stand to commission some new roads.
We are a vagabond people.
The encampment was a humble enough place before the attack. Now. The training grounds are used to instruct the men of the Corps in combat. Tis a port crystal, Master.
It is a port crystal. One can reach it from anywhere with the use of a magic item.
Be they man or pawn, 'tis hard to do. Once our preparations are complete, we ought to meet with Chamberlain quarters.
I hear no end of... And Adi, have your pick. What will it be? Understood.
Here we can rest, manage inventory and skills, and so on.
We shall do as is agreed.
Seems the castle castle walls are reached by a flight of stairs ahead.
The guards do have much to worry on.
Well met, sir. The dragon's fearsome, no doubt. But we'll be safe here in the castle. Right? This is Duke Edmund Dragonsbane's castle. The worm wouldn't dare approach it. Right? It's right there in his name. Dragonsbane. This is Duke Edmund Dragon. It's right.
Arisen, sir? Beg pardon. I bear a message from Milady Eleanor. She would speak with you, sir. In private, if you please. Some would raise an eyebrow at such a request, given Milady's vows to the Duke. I trust... forgive me, Arisen. I must learn to hold my tongue around proper company. Pray, find me tonight in the castle gardens. You should know you are the first companion Milady has trusted since coming to this place. I imagine she has all manner of subjects she would discuss with you. So indeed, yes. I ask you meet me at the castle garden. That is, if it please you, sir. You should know you are the first companion Milady has trusted since coming to this place. I imagine she has all manner, so indeed, yes.
May I be of service? Ah, the Arisen. Well met, sir. His Grace told me to expect you, sir. You are to be freely admitted to the castle as need... Something further, sir. I should think us servants of little concern. Something...
Have you heard the talk? They say the dragon's coming to burn this place to ash. That said, be it ash or dust, they'll still... Know of a way a girl can earn some quick coin? Know of a way...
I don't know aught of dragons and such. I just do... I don't know...
Are you a warrior come to help His Grace, then? The Duke's a good man, but so stern. I hope his stony manners given you no He's a hero, to be sure, but there are days I fear his frown worse than any dragonfire I do. It's a mystery what that man's thinking, least to me. Good days and bad he wears that frown. And I hear he's barely spoke a word to that new pretty young wife of his, the poor dear. And I hear he's...
See you don't rest on your oars, friend. The work has just begun. See you don't...
Pray, pardon my asking, but are you come to aid the Duke, sir? We see so many warriors here to assist His Grace of late, I fear my memory can't keep up. Would that they were all like Sir Julian and Sir Mercedes. Goodly folk, both, and you'll not find two more diligent workers, I'll warrant. Some of the others are right scoundrels. They'll break the Duke's bread and drink his wine, then be gone. Some of the others are... They'll break...
He'll go no further.
The noblest of convictions can't fill a man's belly as well as the basest coin, eh? Mayhap I'm serving out my own sentence from some dread crime done in a past life. Mayhap I'm serving out my own...
No other way of go.
You've made quite a name.
My, what's this? Tell me, what grand dreams dance through that head of yours a night? Visions of conquest, no doubt, slaying the dragon and claiming glory like his grace. That firm, set jaw. Oh, I'm like to see my own dreams of conquest. That firm. Oh, I'm.
Arisen, I would speak with you. Private, this is not the place. 'Tis a conversation best had. Meet me in the courtyard by night. I shall await you in the castle courtyard after dark. Tell no one of your coming. I shall await you.
If it is work you...
Oh, it's you. Hoping to be the next Edmund Dragonsbane, are you? Better chances I'll grow a pair of teats. More like than not, you wind up food for the wolves long before you reach the dragon. If you had a lick of sense, you'd go back to gutting fish and whatever dirty little... More like than... If you...
So what of your audience? Even in age, he cuts an imposing figure worthy of the title dragon. In truth, he is of an age with my own grandfather, if that can be believed. The Duke is hale and hearty as a man half his years. A shame he has weathered all this time only to be faced with a dragon once again. The worm hunt runs deep in his grace's blood, no doubt. May he live to see a third. A shame he has weathered all the worm.
It pains me to burden you, busy as you are with the royal orders, but there is aught I would speak of with you. 'Tis a cause of worry, though I speak only for myself and not as Chamberlain. Might I beg a moment? Skeletons have been sighted near the capital these past few days. Elsewhere, I've had no end of reports of secret meetings among the zealots of salvation. I cannot help but see the two as intertwined, though I have no evidence to prove it. Still, I'll be damned if I allow their kind to go corrupting the minds of good people for want of evidence. Arisen, I ask this as a favor. Will you look into these events? Hunt out any thread that connects them. I believe I've learned where the cult meets. I've made note of it on your map. I ask you begin your search there. Go, and learn what you can. I've detailed our nearest estimate of their meeting place upon your map. Above all, see that you are not discovered in your search. Quiet as a shadow. I've detailed our nearest estimate of their meeting place upon your map. Above all,
the Arisen is not. Then
Once our preparations are complete, we ought to meet with Chamberlain quarters. Seems this is where the merchants live.
The guards don't have much to worry about.
Here now, a warrior such as yourself seeks always finer weapons, yeah? If you aid me in a small matter, you shall have access to weapons both fearsome and powerful. What do you say? An Arisen who cares not for stronger weapons? The very thought confounds me. The masterworks have come again. Change your mind? An Arisen who cares not. The master will come again. Change your mind? Excellent. So, have you heard tell of the master weaponsmith in these parts? His talent is without measure, but he's stubborn as a plough beast and sells only to a chosen circle of clients. To such patrons, he gifts an idol to make his favour known. I must gain such an icon and access to his wares, no matter what the cost. It's often been said you possess a talent for discovery. Secure me a figurine, and I shall provide weapons the likes of which you have never dreamed. What say you? Will you help? The masterworks come again. The idols are said to come in various forms. Which you secure is not important, so long as it permits me to parley with the weaponsmith. I trust your skill is on measure with the task, or I would not ask it of you. The master will come again. The idols are said to... Which you secure is not important. I trust your... The master will come again.
Mind the guards on watch, Master. They'll not suffer any untoward behavior lightly.
Hail, Arisen. Looking dour as ever, I see. I've a proposal that might put some cheer in those cheeks. Will you hear me? Ah, it pains me to hear that. The offer could well have served us both. You'll find not... Thank you. My earlier proposal, well, it's like this. A peddler is only as good as her suppliers. For my own part, being both clever and beautiful, I've little trouble keeping an inventory. But contentment leads to failure, so I seek new weaponsmiths to supply my shop. I have a certain one in mind, a man of singular talent, but caustic temperament. Much as you, in truth. The smith refuses audience with all but select clients, and upon such clients he bestows an idol, so as to prove his favor. If I can recover such a figurine, I would have singular right to peddle his wares in these parts. There is no cost I will not bear to gain this icon. So what say you, Arisen? Will you retrieve an idol for me? This is a job most suited to your talents. I pray you will not fail me in it. You'll find naught but... Thank you very much. As to where you might happen upon a figurine, I know not. As they are meant for the weaponsmith and his patrons, you might speak with one such as them. You should bear in mind the idol may come in several different forms. Maker knows why the smith does so, but that's as the stories tell. You'll find naught but the... Thank you. As to where you might happen, as they are, you should make... You'll find... Thank you.
Duke's gone well and truly mad with his bit. Sure, there are writings of the sort left in ruins and the like, but who's to say who wrote them, and for what purpose? The most of them are fiction and fancy, pure and simple. Some self-important bastard with a bit of learning strings together a few lines, and there's your precious text. A piece of friendly advice? Forget the Duke, and bring any text of that sort to private collectors. You'll be far better rewarded that way. Mark my words. I'm sure you'll find any...
Met with his grace, have you? You're a lucky one, you are. Any relic, right? Grand Soren has seen its share of Arisen, most of them coarse as a common thief. It's a rare thing to find one whose feats earn the Duke's good graces. Any rarities to sell? Right then. Now all that remains is for you to slay the dragon. Do that, and you may be Duke yourself before long. Any rarity, right? Yes. In fact, I've half a mind. Any right. Any right.
We ought to meet with Chamberlain Aldous. I'd imagine one would never tire of this place.
I hear no one, and I have your pick. What will it be? What will it be? Have your pick. Come again.